Welcome to another video. This will be SolidWorks, how we can fast modify feature parameters. So I have over here an extruded boss, which will be the plate, and I have over here a revolve. If I will select the boss extrude feature, we're going to see that over here we're going to have the value. If you don't have this listed, you can right click over here on annotation, and you can also, for example, over here, if I will show feature dimension, now if I will select that, it will be present. But even by default, without having that set to show the feature dimension, within the newer version, you should see the value. So we can change it over here directly. I can double click and I can input a new value. For example, I want this to be 12. I can click OK, and now we're going to have that extended to 12. But for example, if I will also need to have this rebuild, and we saw that it has now been extended. In this case, we also have over here the revolve feature, which I'm gonna make it a little bit smaller. So this also became active when I enable that feature dimension, because without it, as you can see, if I'm gonna click on revolve, it will have that displayed over here, but only once that revolve is active. The same over here for this boss extrude. But if you want to have them overlap within the viewport, you can do that over here with show feature dimension. Now, let's see how we can rapidly modify. So, for example, for this extrusion, if I'm just gonna modify this value, but if I'm just gonna input over here and I will add 1 afterwards, I'm gonna press tab, you're gonna see that this will not actually increase the modify length with 1 millimeter. But that workflow works over here within the tree. So if I will expand over here, so I right click on boss extrude, go to feature properties, and we have the same value over here, 12 millimeters. If I'm just gonna go at the end and add 1, press tab, this will actually increase with that amount. If I'm gonna add 5, press tab, this will make it 18. If I wanna subtract, for example, -10, I'm gonna press tab, this will update. You can also select everything and input the correct value. This is what most people do, but keep in mind that you can also add and subtract from this. We can also create advanced equations in this case, as we can see, so that will be within a separate video. Now, the same workflow works for other features. For example, I have over here a revolve. I can change the value over here. Let's say that I only want this to go 180, and we only go half of that. But again, if I will add over here, maybe 5, we're gonna see that in this case, for the revolve, it added that. So 185 is the new value. If I wanna add 90 degrees, I can just add it at the end and it will add that. For this value, since we also have that millimeter parameter, it will not work like this. So we need to go ahead and change that value. If I'm just gonna add 5 with a tab, this will not update. Probably within a future update, they will implement this to work the same as the one over here within the product tree, because it will be a little bit faster. So we saw that for revolve, it works. And again, if I want to change that revolve, I can either add or subtract over here, or I can go the classic way over here, and I'm going to type in 15, press tab, and that will add. I want to subtract 24.3 degrees. In this case, I'm going to press tab, and we're going to see that that has been subtracted. Okay, so I really like the fact that SolidWorks has this kind of functionality. Compared to CATIA, it is a lot easier to work and modify. In my opinion, this is what the new 3D experience should be, all about efficiency when you are designing various components. So I hope you enjoy this kind of content. I'm going to position a similar video over here on the left side, and I will also add a subscribe button to the right. So that's it. Thanks for watching.